All right. Testing one, two. Okay. So we're back again. And uh this is gonna be dealing with my second appearance on the lead attorney. I went on there twice, and because I like the brother, man, and the brother gives out good advice. So I went in there to both times, just for the conversation, not to pump my website or anything, my YouTube page or anything like that. Just went in there just to get in the conversation, man. You know what I mean? Saw good conversation happen, so that's what I did. However, however, uh, I was definitely the second time I was on there. I was definitely put in a strange situation that I didn't see it coming. Uh, I was just like, "What?" So let me explain because I actually been on a lead attorney three times, and what happened was I went on I went on this program right here. It's called Dr. Boyce Watkins Supporter Debates a Lead Attorney. That was when I saw that I was like, what? Because I never went on there to debate him, so I was like, what's going on? But I'm gonna explain how we got to this place. Anyway, so it's the lead attorney's video. Dr. Boyce Watkins supporter debates lead attorney. Okay, so anyway, this is me up here. This is the lead attorney. It's another brother that was in the waiting, in the Zoom room or whatever, waiting to get on to speak. So anyway, so we were there. So I came in, and when I got in, I had told them, hey, uh, brother, I just, we need to be sharpening each other up. I said, but my thing was, lead attorney was giving out some information that I personally felt, because I had saw the video, wasn't accurate. The whole video wasn't accurate. So I was saying, hey, look, let's get him for what, and we're talking about Dr. Boyce Watkins, right? Who is my brother, but if he's wrong, he's wrong. You know what I mean? If he did something wrong, he did something wrong. Just like me. If I did something wrong and talking about somebody did some stuff wrong. But, like I said, like I always say, God pulled me out of a lot. So, but anyway, if he's wrong, let's get him for the stuff that we know is, let's don't pile stuff on that we don't have documented that it's his. That was my point. That was my point for going on. It's like, I like the lead attorney, so I wanted him rooted in the truth. I wanted him rooted in documentation, not, his position that, and I felt that he really believed that. So I wanted to clear that up for him. That was my intention, not to stop him from going after Boyce if that's what he want to do, but just not give out information that wasn't all the way accurate. So that's the point of me going on here. It wasn't to debate him or, I was with, hey, if Boyce is wrong, let's get him. Let's, get him. Just let's get him on the accurate. Let's be accurate with what we're getting him with. So now, how did I get to the point where I'm debating the lead attorney? Okay, so what happened was I didn't see the whole stream. I'm a subscriber to the lead attorney, and I get notifications when he goes live. Okay, him and a few other people, Dennis Sperling and a bunch of other people, right? So anyway, I saw that the lead attorney was live because I was doing some other work. So anyway, I jumped on. I didn't see the live stream from the beginning. I only saw saw a few minutes of it before I actually was able to get into the room. So anyway, I thought they were just, I thought he was, solidifying his case against Boyce but what actually happened was Boyce had said some things about the lead attorney, and then he said he won't come on the lead attorney according to the lead attorney. This is according to the lead attorney, because we talked about this afterwards. But anyway, I'm giving you basically what came out in the wash. So Boyce had, before I had got on, and the whole reason for the stream was that Boyce had low key kind of got at the lead attorney, according to the lead attorney. So he wanted to have this live to say, okay, all of y'all that support Boyce, come and tell me, why I'm wrong for getting them, right? So I didn't realize that. I didn't know that was the whole point of the stream. I got on the stream thinking, okay, I thinking the lead attorney was just, getting his case together to go after Boyce, just tightening up his case. So I said, hey, let me help him tighten it up by, getting the stuff that I feel is inaccurate off the books, and help him get the stuff keep the stuff that's accurate on the books. So we had a miscommunication, and me and the attorney, we had a miscommunication. So he thought that I was coming on there to support Boyce Watkins, because that was the whole point of his live stream. That was the whole point, to deal with the people, Boyce's supporters, that felt like the lead attorney was taking it too far, or whatever, right? Me not knowing that, because I didn't see the stream from the beginning, I just got on there to tighten up the case. So anyway, he thought I was coming there to support Boyce, and so because when I got on there, I told him, hey, I got some a few things that I want to, that I feel like inaccurate. A few pieces of information you're giving out is inaccurate. So we can go and look at it for a little bit.
And your sounds perfect. I absolutely could have used you. Yeah, what do you think about all this, Brother Clarence?
Well, brother, I know that you have the perfect and the best of intentions, but a little bit of the information you've given out, man, is not accurate. So that was me saying, hey, man, I know you got good intentions on, spanking Boyce and getting him right, but some of the stuff you saying now, because he was on this whole thing, and he explained this to me. He was on this whole thing of, hey, okay, so any Boyce supporters, come and prove it. Come and prove your case. So in his mind, I was there to prove Boyce's. I was there to pull Boyce out of the cauldron, right? Which I wasn't. I was on his side. Like this. I wasn't on anybody's side. I'm on the side of truth. And if he had the truth with him, I'm with the lead attorney. And it seemed like he has the truth with him. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, okay, even though Boyce is my brother, the lead attorney is my brother. They're two brothers. I was just going to the lead attorney saying, hey, man, you doing good. You okay at getting them, but get them on the stuff that's accurate. That's all. Because I would want you to get me on stuff that's accurate. I wouldn't want you to throw stuff in there that wasn't accurate. Anyway, moving on.
I appreciate that. Thank you for coming up and letting me know. So, listen, I don't even know who Michi X was, guys. A lot of you guys know who it is. So I don't, I'm just a middle-aged attorney. What do I know?
No, she's a strong soldier, and they got into it. That's not what I'm talking about. He got into it with her and Yvette.
No, I guess my point was just saying there's a lot I don't know. So I appreciate you coming up and informing me.
Well, let me just talk about the stuff that you talked about that I wrote down. So the first one is I disagree with you saying that Boyce and Mr. Research about Boyce trying to shut down Kwame's channel. So that was my main point of contention, was that the lead attorney was saying that Boyce was trying to shut down Kwame's channel. Now the lead attorney still feels that way. It wasn't. He said to me, he sent me an email. Well, I sent him an email saying I didn't like this, how he cut this up and edited this situation and put me in that position. So he responded. I didn't think he was going to respond. He got so much more respect out of me when he responded to me. And he responded to me. He said, you know what, brother, I didn't mean to make you feel some type of way. However, I stand behind the statements I made, but my intention wasn't to make you feel some type of way. So I felt that, okay, and I felt he was sincere about that. So, and then when we actually talked about it, both of us sat down and talked about it. We realized that it was a misunderstanding on his part. It was a misunderstanding on my part. It was just one of those things where two people, we were not on the same page, and therefore it got out of hand. Anyway, moving on. But this was the point of contention. This was my first point of contention, was because I had seen the whole video that people were saying that he was trying to shut Kwame's channel down. I felt that wasn't accurate, because if he wanted to shut his channel down, he could have just reported him. That was my feeling. He could have just, he just could have reported him and tried to get his channel shut down. But he didn't do that. He just was telling the brother, in my opinion, brother, you're using so much curse words, they're going to eventually come and get you if you don't stop. Because in my opinion, Boyce didn't know that Kwame been on the internet for a couple of years. He didn't know that. So he thought that Kwame just got on the internet. But no, Kwame just hit fire. He been on the internet. He just hit fire. But anyway, so that's why he called himself giving them that advice as a quote-unquote OG. Anyway, what he was telling him is that if you keep saying certain words, they will shut your channel down. They will ghost you. He was trying to tell him that. But Kwame took it like it was an attack on him, Kwame, personally. See, so he was trying to tell him that, hey, you know what? He was telling him, like for example, Tommy Sotomayor. That brother has had so many channels just ghosted, man. Get up in the morning and the channel is gone. It's just gone, ghosted, for no reason, no explanation, nothing. So that's why, Boyce was trying to tell Kwame, hey man, watch it, because they can ghost you. You know what I mean? So that was my perspective, where I was coming from. I don't know nothing what was going on with this dude Steel Curtain. I was saying facts. I don't know what this dude was talking about, but shout out to him for sticking with the elite attorney, being down with the elite attorney. And I don't think Kwame quite understood what he was saying, because still Boyce, the way Boyce said it, he had a little heat still, because Kwame had came at Boyce, and Boyce was like, what? Why is this dude coming at me? I don't even know this cat. And so he had a little heat on it, but he was still telling him, hey man, this could happen to you. So you might want to watch your language, watch some of the things you're saying. That was the context of what he was saying. That's pretty simple, right? That's pretty simple. I'm just explaining, since I saw the whole entire video, I'm just explaining the context of what was actually going on. As a quote unquote normal person, I saw the whole video, which I don't think any of these people actually saw the whole video, or they would have probably walked away with a similar perspective on it. But I tried to bring some light to it. I never was like, hey, y'all crazy for going after Boyce. I never did that, right? Because I was actually in the same game. Hey man, if we got somebody doing wrong, let's get him. But let's get him on what he actually did, right? Anyway, my opinion. So if anybody wants to go back and look at the total video and you see it, I think you'll see it that way if you have an open mind.
I am a clinical informaticist at the Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital.
Next thing is,
wait. Okay.
So this is what the lead attorney's about to burn my ass on this one, right? I can laugh about it now, but it hurt at the time, because you can see me, I'm confused, man. Well, watch.
To acknowledge that there were other ways to communicate this message to Kwame without putting it out to the entire world.
I told him, I said, of course, yeah. I'm not here to say he was right for doing what I'm on y'all team. but they threw me a Boyce jersey. They put a Boyce Watkins jersey on me and went at me like I was trying to be, and I didn't know. Like, and me and the lead attorney talked about this. He didn't know I was there to help. I was just here to tighten up the argument. I didn't know that he was looking for people to come on the stream that was supporting Boyce. So we both was like, we didn't know where the other. That's how come there was a miscommunication there. But anyway, he's about to get my ass on this one.
World.
Of course, he should have hit him directly. Yeah.
Okay, so you acknowledge that the one way that this man chose, who is supposedly he's a PhD and he's smart and he thinks he's intentional, he chose the most public way to talk about how Kwame's channel can be taken down.
Yeah, see, the lead attorney wasn't having it. It was a no mercy Sunday, man. It was a no mercy Sunday, man. He wasn't having it. See, I didn't know he was, Boyce had kind of low key got out of him, and the whole point was to give Boyce that work, if Boyce wanted to come on, I'm sure lead attorney would have let Boyce come on and they could have went head to head, but he said Boyce didn't want, was saying Boyce had told someone that the lead attorney is not partial and fair and all of this and all that. So I haven't seen the lead attorney be like that. You know what I mean? So except for my perception at this point. But anyway, like I said, he and I discussed it and we came to an understanding of why things got to this point. So, but anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was like,
All
what?
right,
So now I was like, what? Why did he do that? Like, I'm on your team. Why are you putting me out there? Why do you have me in a Boyce jersey? You got me in a Boyce cheerleading outfit. Like, I'm like, what? How I get these pom-poms in my hand? What's going on? Anyway, moving on.
Fine. Then okay, say that then.
But at the same time, let me qualify that. Everybody gets upset. We can all get in our feelings. If the right person came on here and started talking to any one of us, we could get in our feelings and say something or do something that will be out of character.
So that's me telling him, hey, you know what? Anybody could get thrown off where they might say something or do something. I don't know Boyce personally. I can't say for sure that he was out of character because I don't know him. So I never said Boyce himself was out of character. What I said was anybody can get put out of character, and it's possible that Boyce was acting out of character. I didn't say him, but I never said his name specifically. But I'm going to get charged with that right now.
For us. So I'm not defending Boyce. I'm just saying.
So once again, I said, hey, I'm not defending him. I'm on you guys' team. How did I get a Boyce jersey?
This is listening to the context of what was happening. You had to take into consideration he was a little upset, a little flustered because of that situation.
Yeah, see, the lead attorney wasn't having it, man. He wasn't taking no prisoners that day. If you was talking about Boyce in any kind of good way, he would have burned Boyce's mama on this day. So he was just on one because of what Boyce had said that he's not fair and all this. So and I didn't know this. Like I said, I didn't know this. Me and Lee Turn talked after this, and then he explained everything. And I was like, oh, okay, I got it. I got a better understanding of what happened on his end and on my end. It's funny now. I'm just dissecting my part in it. I don't have this is my dude. The lead attorney is my dude. So ain't no angst or nothing like that. Me and him done squashed it out, man. So we're good. We did like men. I got at him when I first saw this video. I got at him. I sent him an email. I didn't expect him to email me back. I cooked a video that was so egregious, man. I had to delete it, man. Cause and what made me delete it was the sincerity of the lead attorney, man. The dude was so sincere about, hey, he didn't jump off his square. He just said, man, I didn't mean to, offend you. But he stayed on the square. I had to respect both of those instances where he stayed on the square, yet at the same time, he said, man, but my intention wasn't to burn you up like that. So if we kind of got lost in the, sauce somewhere, let's work it out. and that's what we did. And so this is my guy. Anyway, this thing is funny now, but I'm just pointing out what was going on with me. So you guys see that first video, and then you see this one. I can explain. Oh, okay, this is what was going on. So yeah, don't think me and attorney ain't, man. Me and attorney are good, man. We done squashed this thing. This is water under the bridge, man. We both could laugh about it now.
Okay, so what I hear you said that it's a little out of character. You say that him choosing to announce to the world that his channel can be flagged is out of character. You saying that him?
I didn't say that. I said anybody can be taken out of character. I didn't definitely say. I know for sure Boyce is out of character. So I just wanted to make that clear. I never said that because I wasn't really trying to defend Boyce. I was just trying to put options out there for why he acted the way he acted, so that so that it could just be out there, not so that people could so that I could be like, I'm coming in to defend Boyce. No, but he thought I was. He thought I was, and then his audience thought that. So that's why he's kind of coming at me this way. But don't trip. Me and this brother are real good, so don't even trip.
Him announcing to the world that his channel can be taken down is out of character. Let me ask you, how well do you know Boyce? How do you know that this?
That was a good question, right? That was a good question.
I met the brother. I do not know.
Fair enough then. So how can you say that this is out of character for him?
See, I never said that. Did I say that? I never said this is out of character for Boyce. I said anybody could be taken out of character or something make you pop out of character. I never said, I know for sure this is out of character for Boyce. I never said that. It's possible. I just want to put that it's possible that was what was going on, but I don't know for sure. So I never said that. It's a possibility, right? All right. Still my brother.
When you don't even know his character.
I'm not saying it was. Now see, that was good. Now see, he's an attorney, so he knew how to put that jacket on me, strap it on, and now I'm stuck in that jacket. Like what? What?
Out of character for him. What I said was, well, I guess I did say that indirectly.
Listen,
of course, right? I said anybody. So anybody is a superset of any group of people, right? Anybody is a superset, which would include Boyce as in that superset of people on this planet, right? Anybody means anyone on this planet that is a human being, right? Okay, so Boyce is included in that superset. Therefore, I guess I was talking about him indirectly. I never said his name, so that's why I said it was indirect, because he could be included in that superset, right? Okay, we're just doing mathematics here. We're just doing mathematics.
Wait, listen, guys. I'm an attorney. All right. Okay. I cross-examine people for a living. That means that I listen. I listen to your words. All right. Okay.
So see, you see me, man. I'm like, what? I was like, what the F is going on? I thought, what I thought the lead attorney was going to do? I thought he was going to say, man, you know what? Ha ha ha. We just having a laugh at your expense, brother. Don't worry about it. We just clowning. See, that's what I thought he was going to do at the end, because I was confused. I was like, what? What's going on? How did I get this Boyce jersey and these pom-poms? What's going on? I came to help I came to help your case against him. Just make it cleaner, right? Anyway.
If you come up here, be ready.
I'm ready.
Right, because so when you say, I use that phrase 3 times, but I got it from you. You said it was out of character for Boyce, and then you turned around and you said that you don't know Boyce's character. So if you don't know Boyce's character, how can
I didn't see. Now I never said that I knew that for sure that's what happened. But the lead attorney is good, man. He put that jacket on me, locked it on, and never let me take it off.
You say it's out of character.
What I said,
I never said it was out of character for Boyce. Here we go. I never said it was out of character for Boyce. I said anybody can be taken out of character. I never said I know Boyce and I know for sure this was out of character for him. I only put it out as a possibility of why he acted in such a the way he did. That was pretty much about. I mean, that's a straight line, right? They ain't no nothing. But see, lead attorney wasn't having it, man, that day, man. If anybody came in there talking about Boyce is a great guy, he was going to smoke him, man. He would have smoked Boyce's mama. He would have smoked his brother, his sister. He was smoking anybody coming in talking about Boyce in a good way. He was, man. He was, and he explained that to me, why and how all this happened.
It was any one of us could be pulled out of character. I don't know for sure if he was
right there. So I said, I don't know for sure because I don't know him. How can I say for sure if this man I never met before was pulled out of character? I can't say that.
Out of character. Just
so then why bring it up? Why are we even?
We bringing it up because it's a possibility. It's a possibility of why he acted that way. That's the only reason why. But the lead attorney thought I was defending him. That's why he was like, why'd you bring that up as a defense? This ain't a defense. It's just me saying, it's just me generally speaking, talking about the possibility of why he acted that way or did what he did in the way he did it. Because if he wanted to shut his channel down, he could have just reported him. I mean, that's real, right? He could have just reported him and that would have been that. But he didn't do it. That was my point.
Why are we talking about his
just
character?
Me listening, because I listened to the whole video. And so just me listening to the whole video, I got better context of what was going on.
How are you? But where's the out of character if you don't know Boyce's character? That's
once again, the attorney slick boy. He would not let me take that jacket off that he put on me, right? Yeah, because I never said Boyce was out of character. I said it's possible that he's out of character, but I don't know for sure. I said I don't know him, so how can I say it's definitely that's the issue? I don't know. I was just putting it out on the table as trying to help this case here, but we were just in two different places, man. He was coming from one place, I was coming from another place. We both talked about it, so anyway.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I will put it like this. I've been listening to Boyce for at least about 4 or 5 years, and I've never heard him do that to anyone, even Tommy, even on some.
Now this stuff right here, I'm busted. How was I busted? How was I busted? Checkmate. Checkmate. If you watching this, how was I busted? I'm a grown man. Ain't no another man gonna bust me. I'm gonna get busted by God. So ain't no another man gonna bust me. It's like I can't bust the lead attorney. He's a grown man. We're grown men. Only God is gonna bust us, man. I ain't busted. For what? What did I say that wasn't true? Checkmate. You can hit me up. You got my website. I left it there. The lead attorney was nice enough to let me leave it there the last time I was there, the third time I came on the show. So come on and tell me how I was busted. Let's talk about it. If you're really serious about it, let's talk about it. I wasn't busted. I just gave off actual facts. The lead attorney did a good job being an attorney and did what attorneys do. Win their case. But I was giving out some good information as well. It was just two brothers. I thought his agenda was my agenda, and he thought I'd come into further. We thought we could laugh about it now, brother, but that's where we was at.
Some of these other guys that he's had beef with deeper than Kwame, I've never heard him do that. So,
all right, but
now how am I backpedaling, Steel Curtain? How am I backpedaling? I'm just saying, I'm just making clear what I was talking about. I felt the lead attorney putting a jacket on me, and I was trying to take it off. Lead attorney smart, he wasn't going to let me take it off, right? But how am I backpedaling? What did I say that was different than what I've been saying? I just expounded on what I was saying. When you expound on something, brother, you're not backpedaling. You just expounded on it. And if I was backpedaling, brother Steel Curtain, come on and hit me up and tell me how I was backpedaling. You can download this video just like I can, and you tell me how I was backpedaling when I was just giving more information to clear it up even further.
then you just said that you don't know this man at all, right? So
I don't. I never met him.
So you don't know this man at all.
See, I was honest. I said, I never met him. I don't know him. Because I was like, I'm not here to defend him. So how can I defend a man I don't even know that well? I wasn't even defending him. I was just saying, hey, let's just be accurate on this situation. Right? people piling on the dude, and they're not telling the right information, and people are getting the wrong idea, and they dogpiling on them because of information that's not accurate. Well, if you tell them the accurate information, they might not dogpile on them, but they'll still be like, hey, we gotta get at the brother to correct him. That's all. Anyway.
But we're gonna talk about what's out of his character.
All I'm saying is,
okay, I don't know who this dude is, but I never said nothing. And if y'all want to go back in the video and say, you said Boyce was out of character, tell me where I said it, timestamp it, and send it to me. But you won't find it.
saying
It
is,
sounds like a little backslide.
wait. Let me ask you a question.
I'm just teasing.
Could you be taken out of context, out of character because you were upset over something? Of course you could. I could too.
But
Anyone could.
You have to know my character.
It depends.
No, sir. I don't have to know your character, brother lead attorney. If you got out of character, I may not know you're out of character, but you might be acting out of character, and I wouldn't even know it. So you can act out of character at any time. I might not know it. I might assume it. I never assumed it. All I said was, it's possible that he could have been acting out of character. It's possible why he did something like that. That's possible for any of us. Anybody could, come at something the wrong way, right? If they get heated enough, they might not do stuff the right way. But that was the point. But anyway, lead attorney wasn't having it. Pope brother, man, was so hot at Boyce, man. He would have cooked Boyce mom on that day.
Depends on who's listening to what you're saying and how they're taking it. Anybody could be taken out of context. That's all I'm saying. If you go back and listen to the whole video, of course you'll see that he was flustered. But if you look at the whole video, you'll see that he wasn't trying to shut Kwame's channel down. He was just trying to tell him he was upset, but he was trying to tell him, hey man, because he made the assumption that Kwame just got on YouTube. Kwame been on YouTube, but he made that assumption. You could tell that he made that assumption that Kwame just the first time here. No, but Kwame got a lot of experience on YouTube. So that's another mistake Boyce made, was making that assumption. And then another mistake he made was, like Mr. Research said, he assumed, or I don't know if it was Mr. Research or the brother before him, he assumed that Kwame, because he was a basketball player, didn't have the intellect to be able to handle dealing with him. And that's another mistake that he made.
Yeah, so you just named two mistakes, and then it seems another mistake he made.
See, so the attorney was like, okay, you get, the attorney was like, oh man, I'm finna cook you. And I was like, no, bro, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all. If he's wrong, let's get him. But I'm just saying, I was just speaking objectively. The lead attorney thought I was trying to defend him. So that's what's going on.
Which you acknowledge was choosing the most public way to advise Kwame Brown that his channel was taken down. So now we've acknowledged three errors, three ways that boy.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. What? Yeah, right? I'm in the right? But I'm not in the They pushed me out. They gave me a Boyce jersey and some pom-poms, right? And Boyce is my brother, but I ain't gonna support nobody. I ain't supporting the stuff that he's done that is not correct. I support him in, what he wants to do to help the black community. I support that. But I can't support, him when he's wrong. Just like I wouldn't expect anyone to support me when I was wrong. Anyway, moving on.
Boyce Watkins has done Kwame wrong. Let me ask you something. Has he acknowledged any of these three ways? Has he apologized?
Now, I'm getting put. See, the lead attorney looked at me as a supporter of Boyce. So now he's asking me, hey, has Boyce done all this stuff? How the hell would I know? Because I don't follow Boyce like that. So how would I know? But I got that jacket put on me, and now I'm being asked something about a whole nother grown man, right? Because the lead attorney, like I said, man, he had already explained. He had so much heat for Boyce that day. He was, you know what I'm saying, anybody coming up trying to defend him was going to get it. So anyway, and that's what he thought I was, but I wasn't.
Has he apologized to Brother Kwame for any of these three ways?
I cannot confirm that. He hasn't done it publicly, so that I can see it. I don't know if he shot him an email or whatever, but I cannot
now
confirm
he wants to shoot emails.
See, now I didn't say he shot an email. I said I can't confirm it, whether he shot an email at him or not. I don't know. How would I know? How would I know whether he shot Kwame an email or not, or did whatever behind the scenes? How would I know? How would I know? But the lead attorney is good, man, because he got me on that jacket, and he put another jacket on me, and he wouldn't let me take that jacket off. Right now, he's saying that I said that that Boyce sent him an email or something to that effect, and I'm like, I didn't say that. I said I don't know if you've done any of that. How would I know? I don't follow Boyce like that. I ain't going over Boyce's house and talking to Boyce every day. I don't know. How would I know? But the lead attorney's good, man. Can't be in business 20 years and be no slacker, man. So the lead attorney is good.
I don't know. I don't know.
He wants to tell everybody in the world how to get the channel taken down, but then maybe he shoots an email to apologize.
Possibly.
Well, like I said, that's not my position that he tried to get his channel shut down. That's my position is he was upset when he told him, and he, instead of having some sense about what he was saying or doing it in the way you're talking about, or any one of us would probably have done it and went to him directly, he said it out loud, because Boyce, we all know Boyce gets emotional, and so he does stuff like that sometimes. But the other thing I want to say is, which one of us has never made a mistake? Which one of us is so far high up on that hill that we can point the finger at Boyce Watkins or somebody else and say, oh, he made a mistake. I'm mistake free. I can throw rocks at him because he's mistake free. Boyce made a lot of mistakes. I'm not
okay. Let's talk about this, because I don't know. Listen, guys, some of you guys are new. You might not know.
Right here.
I've been an attorney for 20 years. Do you know what an attorney does? An attorney goes into courtrooms and we talk to juries, right? What do juries do? Juries are 12 people, and they sit and they say, listen, either you are innocent or you are guilty. Have those jury members made errors? Are those jury members perfect? No. But in this country, this is what we do. We say, listen, if you are making mistakes, if you are out here doing bullshit, we're going to call you out. You're saying, we all live in a
agreeing with me, attorney.
What's up? No, I'm disagreeing.
Agreeing with me.
No, because
people make mistakes.
But then we still point the finger.
See, I'm like, what? I was like, what? See, at this point, I was like, what is going on here, man? What is going on here? How did I get put in the position where I'm defending Boyce? How did I get put in that position? That was never my objective when I came on the show. So how did I get put in that position? But like I said, that was my thinking at this point. The lead attorney has already explained to me how we got to this point. But I'm just saying, at this point, at this moment, I'm like, what is going on? How did I get put in a position where I'm now got to answer for whether Boyce sending emails and whether Boyce, is something's out of character for Boyce, and how am I getting put in a position where I have to deal with that? What happened? Anyway, moving on.
Missing the point.
We ain't got no jury here. We ain't got no jury here, lead attorney. It's just us. It's just us, brothers and sisters, talking about our brother that went away. He lost his way, and this us talking about our brother and what we gonna do about it, and that's what we talking about.
Right.
We ain't gonna say, hey, cut him loose and drop him forever.
What I'm telling you is this. Like, there are juries and judges in these white courtrooms, in this establishment, in this government, fine. But a lot of times, Black people, this is a movement. Black people, we need to police our own. Instead of calling the cops, why don't we keep it in-house?
I agree.
Right. Well, this is what we're doing. You're saying you agree. We're keeping.
Now, when did I disagree with anything he was saying? See, but the lead attorney was on one, man. He was on one that Sunday. He was on one. Bless his heart. He was on one. but I never disagreed with nothing, because I never came in the spirit of I'm defending Boyce. But lead attorney already, like I said, he already explained to me that's where he thought I was coming from. That's why he hit me so hard. And I was like, huh? What? I was like, huh? What? How do I get these Boyce pom-poms? How do I get this Boyce jersey? Anyway, lead attorney, man, he got me again with the switch.
Keeping it in house.
But I'm saying, but okay, let's keep it in house, but let's be accurate. Let's don't say things that are not accurate.
That was my whole point of the whole thing. I was like, my whole point for coming on the show was to give the lead attorney, say, hey, lead attorney, in my opinion, this information you're giving out ain't accurate. If you're going to go after him, let's tighten it up and go after him with stuff that we know for sure is accurate. That was my whole point for coming on. I was like, go get him, but get him for the stuff that's accurate. Right? Right.
You know what I mean? If
we're
going to attack somebody, let's put that person on the cross for what they actually did. Let's don't put an innocent person or the person that didn't do, he did some of this, but not all of this. So we're going to charge him for everything. No, that even you are an attorney, right? Somebody will plead their case down. If they didn't do X, Y, and Z, you get them on the stuff you know you can get them on, right? So let's get him on the stuff that we know we can get him on. That way, we can go to the brother and he'll see this and he'll say, man, if that many people is having problems with me, man, maybe I need to take a look at myself. In my opinion.
My whole point.
Gotcha.
Well, I got one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Attorney. The games he played, like you've been to a wedding, right? So you're talking about him being on his back. People play games at weddings, man, baby showers and stuff like that. Those of us that have children, those of us that have been to weddings, we know.
So in my opinion, lead attorney has a picture of the Boyce Watkins on his back playing some little game at the wedding or whatever, right? At Boyce's wedding. So my thing was, that's a little, my impression of that was, hey man, that's really, that ain't something to where we gonna go in on them for playing games at a wedding. That's what you do. That's why you go and perform those rituals, because you're there to perform rituals and play games and stuff like that. So that's the whole point of going to something like that. That's my point. That was my point on that. The lead attorney's point was, you don't lay down for nobody and like that. I get it, but I don't even believe the lead attorney feels that way. What I believe is, on that day he was just on one, man. He was after Boyce's blood on that day. So anybody saying anything that made Boyce look like he didn't have a tail between his legs, he was gonna get him. So that's how I got put in this position. I was just trying to explain to him, hey, you'd have a stronger case, in my opinion, if you didn't, that was not something that you went after, but that was my opinion. It wasn't based on, I think Boyce is a great guy. I don't even know the brother, man. Hope he is, but I don't know. I don't know the brother, and we've all made mistakes. But my point was, getting him for playing games at a wedding. Come on, people go to weddings because they're ritualistic. It's a ritual. If you want to get married, you can walk down to the courthouse, sign the paperwork, and go home. But people go to those things because it's a ritual, the rituals they perform, the games they play, so on and so forth. That was my perspective. Okay.
Those of us as men, we hate it.
We do. We hate those games, right? You hate playing those games. But, that's what you have to do, because your family is there and they want to participate in those rituals with you. So you go ahead and do it anyway, just to satisfy the family members that came and from wherever they came from, all over the country or whatever. Satisfy them so that you can say, okay, I did all that for these people. Okay, I don't have to do that anymore.
We don't want to spoon the cotton out of the bowl at the baby shower. We don't want to be around them women trying to catch that bouquet coming at them. But they play games at these. It's a ritualistic. They play games at those things. So him being on his back, I don't think it was actually him trying to show anything. It's just him. He's just playing the games that they play.
Look at the lead attorney getting hot already.
In my opinion.
He's hot already.
Because I've been to a couple, so I think I got I can say, right?
Fair enough. Fair. Wait. I mean, if you can I respond? Like you're saying this stuff, can I respond?
Oh, yeah, it's your show. Go ahead, sir.
No. I mean, it's not even if it was your show. If you're making points, let me respond. It was a wedding, fair enough. But here's something that I noticed that you said. Here's something I noticed. You said they play games that men hate.
Right.
All right. And this is something big. This whole goddamn channel is set up for men. And what I teach men over here is to don't lay down on your back with your legs spread wide open for anybody else. If there's something that you hate, stand on your 2 goddamn feet. Don't get on your goddamn back for anybody, especially a woman.
I'm with that.
That's when you know you're really in trouble. When the lead attorney puts that right hand out there with the finger pointing, ooh, he pulls it out like a snub nose on you. Oh man, you in trouble. You in trouble.
Especially if it's something that you hate. Don't get on your goddamn back and spread your legs.
Now, I told him I got mad with all of this stuff here, man, because I was like, why? What? I was like, what? How did I get put in the position? But like I said, I keep explaining, man. But so what you see is a confusion in my face, man. It was like, what happened? I came here to help your argument. How did I get put on Boyce's side here?
I'm with it. Makes sense. That makes sense. All I'm saying is that
we heard what you said. We heard you say that there are things that men hate.
Okay. What's so funny? I hope what's his name? Black Pill TV? Black Pill TV? Come tell me what's so funny. Because I really don't know. I'm giving out. I don't think I lied at all. But if I lied, brother, please tell me where I lied at. You Black Pill TV, come and tell me where I lied at.
Hate. And what I'm saying is when a man finds something that he hates, don't get on his goddamn back and spread his legs.
I agree. But maybe Boyce didn't hate it. Maybe he didn't hate it. Maybe the rest of us would, because we stand on a different square. But maybe him, because he felt like, hey, I'm so happy that I got this lady in my life. I'm getting ready to do whatever. I'm going to go out like that. I don't agree with that either. But that was his decision to make. As you know, that's like me going into your house saying, hey, don't give your child 10 minutes of time. I only give him 5. You say, wait a minute, this is my child. I do what I want. This is my house. I do it how I want to do it. And so, you know what I'm saying? It was his decision as a grown man, how he wanted to handle that. I wouldn't have did it. You probably wouldn't have did it. Brother right here, Black Philly, probably wouldn't have did it.
I call him Black Philly, but it's Black Pill.
He felt like that's what he wanted to do. So
that's not what you said before.
Okay. What did I say? Because I don't see where there was a conflict for what I just said, which was he as a grown man made the decision that he was going to do that. Okay, now let me see, because the attorney's going to tell me that I had a conflict. So let's see what the conflict is.
You said that there are things that men hate.
I did say that. That's correct.
Implying that we do them anyways.
And that's correct. But lead attorney, you ain't married, so you don't know nothing about that. So, but yeah, sometimes it's just like I hate when I get off of work and my wife to call me and tell me, hey, can you go to the store and get all these groceries, because I didn't have a chance today to go to the store because I was doing this or doing that or whatever. I got caught up. I hate that. But what do I don't like more? Why would I do that? Because I don't want to send her out in the late evening to have to go out to the store when I could go and get the stuff myself on the way and save her the trip from going out, save me from worrying about her later. I hate it, but I'd rather do that than to be worrying about her being out in the evening time and trying to shop when there's a bunch of knuckleheads running around out there. So even though I hate it, that's something I have to do, because if I don't do it, she's gonna have to go out there after everybody's eating dinner and everything. She's gonna have to go out there and try to go out to the store at night, and that's not good, in my opinion. That's the way I feel about my wife. I don't know. Maybe some dudes say, shit, go on out there. But me personally, I'd rather reduce the risk of her running into somebody that ain't got nothing to lose out there than, her, if she didn't have a chance to go to the store and it happens. I hate it. I don't like going to the store. I'm tired. I don't want to stop in no store. And you give me a whole list of stuff, and then I still didn't, I don't want to read your list and all, but what's my option? So that's the thing. Sometimes, yes, especially as married men, there's things you will not want to do, but your only option is to do it that way. Not only option, but your best option is to do it that way. You can stand on your square, I ain't gonna do it, and then you send your wife out at 8 or 9 o'clock to go to the store. She don't never come back because something happened to her, you know what I'm saying? Or something did happen to her. She come back, she ain't never the same. I mean, why even risk that situation? So as married men, there's things that we don't like to do, but we have to do them because it's the best option for the safety of everyone. Same thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I was trying to lay out there. Sometimes we do stuff, we don't want to do it, but we do it because, it's the best option out there. Right? I'm not saying Boyce laying on his back was the best option. I'm saying in his mind, he probably thought that was the best option. I can't say every man is going to act exactly the same way. That's crazy. There would be no such thing as a beta male if everybody acted the same way. But we don't all act the same way. So that was my point.
Now you've changed it.
I didn't change anything, right? I'm like, what did I change? But let's see. Lee Turner's going to tell me what I changed.
First you said that there are things that men hate.
I did say that, right? So that is true. Check, cling. I did say that. Okay?
And then you switched it, and then you said, no, well, maybe Boyce likes it.
Wait a minute. When did I switch it? I didn't switch it. I didn't say Boyce liked it. I said maybe he just went ahead and did it. I don't know if he likes it or not. I don't know. Can't talk for this man. But I know the lead attorney had so much heat. You can see the steam coming up out from his collar, right? He had so much heat for anybody talking good about Boyce, right? But at the time I was like, what? I ain't switched nothing. What you talking about? I said the same exact thing. And you, Black Pill TV, help me out, brother. Go find where I switched it. Go back and find where I switched it. Because I ain't switch anything. All I said was, yes, we don't like it. See, but if you ain't married, man, you can't relate to that situation. But I said, there's things we don't like, but sometimes we gotta just do it anyway because it's more efficient to just do it that way. Or we got our own reasoning why we gonna do it. I gave the example of my wife sending me to the store after I get off of work. I could be like, hell no, you ain't sending me to no store. I can stand on that square if I want to. But that's going to send my wife out at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Why would I do that? I say I love her. I don't want nothing to happen to her. Why would I increase the chances of her running into some kind of situation out there that late at night? So it just depends on your motivation, what you want to do. That don't mean I like going to the store. That just means I got to, saying it's going to be the most efficient way to keep the safety at the maximum level, in my opinion, for my loved ones. But that's that one example. Anyway.
So which one is it?
Men. I said men. What do you mean, which one is it? It wasn't never no switch. We never switched it up. It wasn't no switch. I said men generally don't like doing such things. But that don't mean some men won't do it. I never said every man ain't gonna never do it. To put that on me, I didn't feel like that was That's why I was confused. I'm like, what? And this is my brother, man. This is my brother who I got so much respect for. I understand why he was coming at me like that now. I do. So I'm just explaining what I was saying. So his followers, him I already explained this to. His followers, I'm trying to explain this to. This ain't for the lead attorney. This is actually for his followers. Because they're the ones that was like, yeah, get him. And I'm like, no, this wasn't. I came in on you guys' side. Some kind of way I ended up with a Boyce jersey on. But anyway,
There's games that they play at baby showers and weddings and stuff like that. Most men do not want to participate in that.
I think that was pretty clear, right? Okay.
There's any kind of way you can get out of it, you try to get out of it, right?
Right? You don't want to go to no baby shower. You don't want to go to none of these other little places where they're going to play these little games or whatever. No, and if you can get out of it, you get out of it. Right? Most guys, they try to get out of it.
Because other men, once you walk into that wedding,
what do you mean? This is the bullshit that I'm talking about. You're like, if there's any way you can get out of it, the fuck do you mean? I'm not getting on my back. That's how you get out of it. What do you mean?
See, the lead attorney had his. I was like, what is he talking about? I was like, what is the lead attorney talking about, man? Why am I in a position where I got to explain for Boyce Watkins, who I never met? I was like, what is going on here?
I mean, if there's any way to get out of it.
I'm not talking about that in particular, lead attorney.
We're talking about weddings.
In general, because that's not the only games they play. They play a lot of different games. What I'm saying is, yeah, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. I'm not telling anybody to go do it. Just like when he tells these young guys to go marry single mothers. I don't agree with that. I'm not with that. But I'm just saying that's not what I would do. That's not what I would encourage.
Now they said, Lena Holiday said, the cross-examination is real. He's getting that work. What work? What work am I getting? What work am I getting? I am spitting actual facts. The lead attorney is putting jackets on me, telling me, taking something I'm saying, and then saying, giving me what's the word I want to use? The lead attorney is doing his job by trying to create a situation that makes it look like I'm saying what he's saying. I'm not saying that. I'm just putting possibilities out here because I was just being objective in the situation, because I don't have a hard on for Boyce. If he's wrong, he's wrong. Okay. I can care less one way or the other. I feel like Boyce is a good intentioned brother, but I don't know the brother for sure. I don't know. All I know is I never switched up. I never said anything. And if I said something that was a lie, or if I said something that, how am I getting work when I never said anything that crossed each other? The lead attorney did his job in making it look that way, but I never did that. And if I did, give me the timestamp it where I said one thing and it crisscrossed into something else. Outside of the lead attorney doing that, outside of the lead attorney doing what he do, show me where I did that, because I never did that.
Courage, but I'm saying that's him. That's his thing. And if we need to go talk to him, we need to go get with him. Like we talking about this situation right now. Just like we was talking about the business dealings that he had with the Asian cat. Which one of us ain't never had a bad business deal or a business deal that went bad? All of us have. So that's what I'm saying. We're attacking the man on standard. We're holding him to another standard instead of saying, okay, he did these things. Now, what are we going? Let's go to our brother. Let's talk to him. And if you don't want to talk to us, okay, we'll just leave him alone then.
Okay, let's slow down. Now we're on to another issue. Now you bring up the Asian man and you say who hasn't been in a bad business deal. Fair enough. You're exactly right. But that's not the point that I was making. The point is not that he was in a bad business deal. The point is that this Asian sold him down the river. This Asian called him a character. This Asian made him have a breakdown on YouTube. This Asian talking to a white man saying, oh, look at him cry. So to the extent that he caused him to have a breakdown, he caused Backsliding Boyce to have a breakdown. Here's the point. backsliding Boyce went back and said, "Oh, I'm sad that I fired him. I wish I wouldn't have fired him. I owe him an apology." Why did he say that? Because the guy was doing good work. If you were about the black community and you get taken advantage of by an Asian who's selling you out to white people, fine, it happens. But why don't, after you try the Asian man out and after he sells you to the white man, why don't you talk to your brother? If you're so hyped up about helping the black community,
I'm like, what?
Why don't you give some of that
like,
Asian, that the money that you were sending to the Asian? Why don't you give it to the brothers? Or fuck the brothers, right? If you don't like black men, fuck us. Why don't you give it to all these damn NBA black women that are running around in Atlanta? Every third black woman in Buckhead has an MBA. But instead of giving the money to black women, he apologizes and wants to go back and give the money to the Asian man who's selling them out to the white man. You're saying, oh, well, it's a business deal gone bad. Nobody cares about the business deal going bad. The point is not that it went bad. The point is that after the Asian man sold him out to the white man, he wants to go back and apologize because the Asian man was doing a good job.
Now, how was I supposed to respond to that? What do I got to say about that? But I was put in a position where I was literally having to defend Boyce on stuff that ain't got nothing, and it's none of my business, and I don't have nothing to do with it. I had no, I wasn't involved in the transaction, so that I can't speak from it, right? But the lead attorney got me, man. He put some crazy glue on me, and he stuck me to it, right?
Are there not black men with MBAs who could do a good job? Are there not black men who know how to sell things? Are there not black women that know how to sell things?
Of course.
And you're so hyped up helping the black community. You don't see a contradiction there?
I see a contradiction there, and I think of
course. Yeah, it's a contradiction.
Say is one of the things that he has that pulls him down is, and that's my brother, but one of the things that he has that pulls him down is that PhD. He thinks because he has that PhD, he knows, he has a better understanding than what he actually does a lot of times. So that's, I think, what happened in that situation. You know what I mean? He needs to improve on a lot of different stuff. I mean, I'm not
turning you around to my side. If you give me 5 more.
See, I wasn't never off you. See, that's the whole point. He thought I wasn't on his side, and I actually was, but I didn't want to confront him and be disrespectful to the brother on his platform, because I knew at this point I was going to reach out to him and say, hey, brother, what was going on with that? Why did you make me out to be like I was against you and for Boyce? I knew I was going to reach out to him. I was just holding it together when I was, still on this program.
More minutes, I'm gonna turn you around to my side. I'm just
next time I'm coming with a tie.
I'm just
no, man. I mean, I get it. I just, you hitting him hard, and you need to hit him hard.
I'm trying to tell him, hey, you hit him hard. You need to hit him hard. I was in agreement with them the whole time. That was my position the whole time, from the time I got on the live stream. That was my position.
To hit Boyce hard. But what I'm saying is,
I just got put in a position like I was now, all of a sudden I'm defending him, and I was like, what? That was never my position to defend Boyce. Never got on the live stream to defend Boyce. But like I said, me and lead attorney explained to me, that's what he thought, and so that's why he went running hard at me.
Let's hit him hard on the stuff he actually got his red hands on. Now, let's not hit him with stuff that if you look at it long enough and you see.
Okay, still current. Tell me what light I need to come to. Tell me what light I need to come to. Because obviously, you guys, see, this ain't for the lead attorney. Me and him already discussed this. I'm talking about you guys in the chats and all of that. You guys are the ones that thought I was coming in to talk about Boyce, and you don't know you don't know that I came here with not any intention of defending Boyce, just coming in and get some information that I felt the lead attorney could tighten up. So when he does go after Boyce, his everything is tight. It won't be nothing that it's left up to that we could what's the word I want to use? Hypothesize over, right? It would just be straight facts. And I felt that, especially the situation where they were saying he was trying to shut Kwame's channel down. I know how to shut a channel down. A person wants to shut your channel down, they can just report you and shut your channel down. So if that's what they can do if they want to do it. Boyce didn't do that, right? So in my opinion, if he wanted to shut his channel down, he would have reported him. And his channel would have been gone. But anyway, where we at? Okay, let's finish up.
Where things can be determined. Let's go to, like Mr. Research said, the documented stuff. The stuff that's documented. It's not we have to figure out whose position is better. This is documented. Like he owes those people money.
Okay, so now my vivid life. You can step on up here too. Hit me up, and you want to get on a live stream with me. You ain't, and you know, this is my brother, and you know, my brother, the lead attorney. So I don't have nearly as many followers as him, but you want to come in and get on a live stream and show me, and me and you would chop this video up, and we can discuss, or any of you, Black Pill or Steel Curtain, any of you guys want to come on here and go through this video and show me where I was getting blazed up and you know, whatever. Show me. All I was doing is drop. If I was doing something other than dropping actual facts, show me. Timestamp it and send it to me.
That's documented. So we, you know, Yvette left because she was pissed off. That's documented. Michi left because she was upset. That's documented. All this stuff is documented. He had problems with other different people, other young brothers that was working with him, and they left. That's documented. So I'm not saying don't get him. I'm just saying let's get him on the stuff that he's, you know, he's guilty of. We know for sure he's guilty of.
He's like, and so Black Pill, I invite you, brother. Come on, talk to me, because I ain't got nothing but truth, man. I got nothing but truth over here. So I'm not. I wasn't coming to see me and the lead attorney already discussed it, so we're good. But those of you guys that feel like, hey, you know, he had me back stumbling or whatever, what you see is me confused on the fact that how am I in a position where I'm defending Boyce when that wasn't my intent when I even got here. That wasn't my intention.
I felt like that's what we've been doing the whole 2.5 hours. So I'm glad you come around to agree with me. All right. You know, God, did you notice? God, when it started off, he was like, "Oh, I got this long list of things I disagree with you." Right? I disagree with you on this and this and this. I talked to him for 10 minutes, and then now the brother sees the light. Right?
See, no, but see,
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, and she was just teasing me. But he I had a list of stuff but see, like the lead attorney told me, man, he said, man, you know, the whole point of the live stream was to get at Boyce's supporters. So he thought I was being one of his supporters. That's what he thought, because I came in there saying, I got a couple of things I disagree with you about. So he thought because of that, I was one of Boyce's supporters. And so he came with the ready. I didn't know he was going to get at me like that. So I was totally unprepared for that. You know, and then once I realized what was going on, I had too much respect for the brother to come at him, you know, actually be confrontational with the brother on his own program. So so I just held my peace and just said, okay, I'll explain it later. What I ended up doing was cooking up a video, man. It was so outrageous, man. But I'm glad I reached out to him. He reached out to me. We worked it out, man. We virtually shook hands on it and just let it go. Now we can laugh about it. I'm laughing about it now, but I'm just explaining the fact that, hey, you know, I didn't come here to, you know, defend Boyce. That wasn't my intention. He and we already discussed that we got our signals crossed. I didn't know the whole video was the whole live stream was about getting at Boyce's supporters. He didn't know that I wasn't coming here to support Boyce, so that's how he and I got our lines crossed. But we got together, we talked about it, man, and we're all good. We're all good.
You slicking in a wet hand to the lead attorney, slicking in a wet hand. Man.
Listen, brother Clarence, you know you got a special place in my heart. My damn
Same here, my
audio,
brother.
my damn audio went out that time, and you really stepped up, and you helped me out, man, covering the show while I can get my audio together. So
Thank you for letting me come on, brother.
No, you will always be a brother to the channel. Thank you so much. You can come back anytime. Thank you,
brother. Please, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so you know, like I said, the lead attorney was on one. He was on one for Boyce, and you know, anybody that was coming in to defend Boyce. That was the whole point of the live stream. I did not know that. I was ignorant to that fact. I saw him on, and I caught it in the middle of the live stream, so I didn't know the whole live stream was about, hey, you know, if you do, you know, him taking down people that are defending Boyce. I didn't know that. I just came on to share some information. So anyway, bottom line, make a bottom line. Long story short, we just got our lines crossed. I saw this video how the lead attorney did some editing to it, and first of all I was hot because I didn't want to be I didn't want to be put in a position where I was defending Boyce. That made me hot right there. Then the people in the comments coming at me like I was defending Boyce and I wasn't there to defend Boyce. That made me hot. Then I saw the editing of the video and that made me hot. So I was hot, and so I did what men do. This is what I'm gonna tell you how. Now, me and the lead attorney handled it like men. I hit him up on an email and said, brother, I'm paraphrasing, brother, I didn't appreciate the way you handled that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I got put in a position where I was supposed to be defending Boyce, this and that. Never thought the lead attorney, man, 30,000 subscribers? Where did the lead attorney, and going to court, how the lead attorney going to have time to get back to me, little old me, with my little old 50 subscribers at the time? But he actually hit me back on the same day. The same day he hit me back and said, brother, you know, I didn't mean to make you offend you. He said, man, you know, I stick by what I said about Boyce. He said, but that definitely wasn't my intention to offend you. That gave me so much more respect for him, man. It gave me so much more respect for him. Now, so I hit him back, and he said, man, you know what? I'll apologize to you. If you come on the channel, I'll apologize to you. And I said, you don't have to apologize to me, but I came on the channel anyway because I felt like that's would help him and it would help me too, and therefore we could squash it out. Because I felt like you don't have to apologize to me. Just him answering my email was good enough for me. But he invited me on. He invited me. He said, hey, brother, I'm going live at so-and-so time. If you give me the opportunity, I would like to apologize to you about that, because that wasn't my intent. I had to respect that. And then on top of that, he still said, I still stand by what I said about Boyce. I said, I had to respect that too. I had to respect the fact that he's still standing on the square, but at the same time, he was saying, brother, that wasn't my intention to, you know, do you any harm. So we squashed it out. The lead attorney, I came on his show, and he apologized to me, man. You know, I was being honest. I didn't really feel like he had to, because we men. I understand. You know, sometimes we can get our lines crossed, and we think somebody's coming at us that's really trying to help us or whatever. You know what I mean? So I said, nah, brother. You know, the fact that you answered my email, that was good enough for me. But I felt that he would feel better if we were able to put that to rest on this live stream, since he invited me out. And so we did. We talked it out. It was cool, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Lead attorney is my guy. Then on top of that, see, every time I went on a lead attorney, I never went out there to push my YouTube page. I never went on there to push my YouTube page. I just went on there to share some ideas. So, but this time I went on there. The last time I went on there, he said, hey man, you got a YouTube page? Go on and push it out there. So I pushed it out there. Man, I got 25 new subscribers just like that. So props to the lead attorney, man. Props to him. You know what I'm saying? So I can work with a man that can see that, you know, that he may have done something that another person, and he's willing to try to resolve it. I can deal with a man like that, because we gonna make mistakes with each other. But if we willing to say, hey man, you know, I didn't mean to make that mistake with you. I ain't too big to say, you know what I'm saying, that I made a mistake, or that I didn't mean to hurt you, brother, or cause you harm. You know what I'm saying? Let's how can we squash it? I had to respect that. I got a lot of respect for him for that. Anyway, that was my whole thing about going on the lead attorney. You can watch the original video, but I just wanted to explain to you at the points where you see me going, it was me being confused that I was given the task of defending Boyce out of nowhere. All right. Anyway, questions, comments. I know you guys can go back to the lead attorney and tell the lead attorney, hey, brother's got a video out. Don't worry, I already told the lead attorney I was going to put a video out about just explaining my position. This is my brother. You know, I wish him well, and I hope that he goes to see the pinnacle of success, and everybody that's doing a good job trying to help our people get out of the mess they in. I wish them the success. Even Boyce, if he would, you know what I'm saying, if he could resolve the issues that he got behind the scenes, I wish him success too. So anyway, that's that. And, you know, let me know what you think. Peace. Oh, never be the aggressor. Never be the aggressor.